Well, kids, although many guests try to forget their first appearance on this program, our next guest is the only one who actually denies ever having been here. Please welcome back a young actor whose films include Back to the Future and The River's Edge, Just in Time, and The Perfect Night for It. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Crispin Glover. Well, pretty good. Nice to see you back. You were in another one of those Back to the Future films, huh?
Well, they used portions of me from original footage, but they didn't actually.
Didn't use you?
Yeah, they put prosthetics on another actor to make them look like me in intersplaces.
But do you still get paid for appearing in the film?
I haven't, as a matter of fact.
But are you entitled to payment?
I think I am. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, we can make some calls later in the. Oh darn, no phone. All right, now let's kind of refresh the memory of the audience. I think the first time you were on the show was maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes, that's right.
2 years ago, to be fair.
2 and a half. Yeah,
2 and a half. And it was in conjunction with the release of Back to the Future.
No, River's Edge.
River's Edge,
yeah.
Okay. And you came out here and you had very long hair, as I recall, and you seemed jumpy, sort of preoccupied, and at one point you tried to kick me in the head.
No, this is a very interesting subject.
Yeah.
A topic I really want to talk about,
okay.
And I know that I have a lot to say here. I know once we get onto that subject, I know you're not going to want to stop talking about it. I know I'm not going to want to stop talking about it.
How can you blame me?
So maybe I'm promoting a record here called "The Big Problem Does Not Equal the Solution. The Solution equals Let It Be."
Okay.
And it's from Wrestler's Record.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
But you know, when you get your show, you can set the agenda. But now, that first appearance, you actually did try to kick me.
Well, all right. I can see you want me to talk about this right now, so I will.
All right.
The fact of
I
the matter
hope it doesn't screw up the show.
the fact of the matter is I've had a friend.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a good start.
Yes. And I've had this friend for a long time. I went to a small private school called Merman School.
Oh yeah.
And in 1978, there was an eclipse of the sun. We had this really great science class. It was a really good education. And Dr. Belushin, our science teacher, had us go up to see this eclipse of the sun. Have you ever been in a complete eclipse of the sun?
Well, yeah, I've been in them. You're not supposed to look at them.
No, right, I know. Of course you do, but it's great.
Yeah, of course you do. How can you not? Yeah, sneak a peek. Why not?
But so we were there, all these kids, and there was this kid there, and all the other kids saw him, and he looked an awful lot like me. And I went up to this kid, although there was something eccentric about him. There was something kind of odd about this guy.
That's where the two of you differ.
Well, yes, he had a really strange look about him, though. And yet I started talking to him. There was something really intriguing about this guy.
What was his name? Do you know his name?
Ruben Farr.
Ruben Farr.
And he had a cat even way back with him at the time. And so I started talking to this guy, and all the kids, they all, I was in junior high school, and all these kids, everybody thought that we looked exactly alike. And so we started, I started talking to him, and anyway, well, came out to bring it up to date. I came out, I was supposed to be on this show after being on the Johnny Carson show twice in a row. And as an actor, they wanted me to come on to your show.
I think maybe you were right about the record. Let's just go to the record. What is this here you have, Crispin? This is
a record that I made. I've written all the words and lyrics. It was produced by Barnes and Barnes, and there's a big problem that
it's kind of a puzzle, right?
There are things that you have to figure out. There's a string that ties everything together,
right?
And there's this theme, and you have to figure out what it is that ties it all together. There's this phone number on the back that people have to call up when they figure out.
And there's a prize. There's a prize for it.
Well, I'll call them if they get it right.
I see.
Yes.
And have people gotten it right?
Yes, 10 people have gotten it correct.
So you have sold some records then?
Yes, indeed.
And there's a video. Do we have a bit of a video?
Right. I directed this a video for one of these songs called "Clowny Clown Clown."
I'm sorry. Again, the name of the song is
"Clowny Clown Clown."
Okay. And we're going to take a look at that now. Is that correct? All right, Hal. If you have that in there, I believe it'd be under C. Go ahead and roll it.
I was walking on the ground, I didn't make a sound, then I turned around and I saw a clown. Had a frown, stood on a mound, started barking like a hound.
You know, I thought that was going to be kind of stupid, but it's not. From the name of the song and everything, I just thought it would be something goofy, but it seems to be pretty thoughtful. You're an awfully good sport of me. You're just making fun of you here at will. So, what other projects are you working on?
Well, I just had a John Borman film come out, and later in the year I have a part in the David Lynch movie that's going to be coming out.
That should be very interesting.
Yeah,
have you worked with him before?
This will have been the first time. Yeah, I've just worked with him.
Yeah. You're sort of living Eraserhead, aren't you?
I must say, I really love that movie.
Yeah, it was hypnotizing.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm glad you could come back here. It's always interesting when you're on the show.
Well, thanks, and I'm glad to have you back.
Please come back again sometime in the future.
Thanks.
Okay,
Thanks very
nice
much.
to see you. Sure. Crispin Glover, ladies and gentlemen, right here.